Hey, welcome back to Garden Steal Away. We are at Chandor Gardens for the second time.
Yeah, I've been wanting to come back.
Yeah, we were here a few years ago, and I'm going to use a few probably footage clips from the drone from last time we were here because some of those drone shots were really nice.
Well, I think you should link it in the description.
Well, I can do that too. We're here at Chandor Gardens in Weatherford, Texas, just outside of Fort Worth.
We're here in April. Last time we were here in October, and I guess it is iris season, and I'm excited to see what sort of spring things are popping up all over the place.
One of our favorite little gardens, a lot of garden in just a few little acres. What was it,
Three and a half.
3.5 acres?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Small, but it packs a punch. So.
We are Steve and Marnie. The challenges of 2020 forced us to find other ways of resting and fighting for joy. Our new endeavor is to find and film the best gardens we can find in the U.S.
I have never personally liked gardening, and yet I have found some of my favorite moments in life have been sitting quietly in a garden with my wife. It's great for our relationship, and it's good for our sanity.
We would really appreciate you clicking on the YouTube subscribe button, and make sure to hit the bell to not miss any upcoming episodes. This particular door has a little special place for Marnie and I. After coming to Chandor Gardens the last time, a couple years ago, Marnie just really fell in love with this garden as being one of her favorite gardens that we've ever visited. And so I had posted the video online, and I had seen that somebody had commented on the video that I put up, and his name was Ben Chandor. So I looked in to see who Ben Chandor was. Well, he is the great nephew of Douglas Chandor. Douglas Chandor, well, here's the story of Douglas Chandor. Welcome to Chandor Gardens. Originally named White Shadows by Douglas Chandor, these gardens capture the imagination and penetrate the soul. Chandor's ornate designs of ancient Chinese architecture and the elegance of formal English gardens are here to be explored as you stroll from one unique garden to the next.
This picturesque setting is an ideal location for special events, retreats, and private parties. Douglas Chandor was one of the great portrait artists of the 20th century. 5 of his paintings are on display in the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery. His portrait of Eleanor Roosevelt is on display in the White House, and his coronation portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II graces the British Embassy in Washington, D.C. Chandor embarked on his greatest masterpiece with land as his canvas. White Shadows, now named Chandor Gardens, is a testimony to his vision and artistry.
So Ben Chandor is Douglas's great nephew, and he is also an artist. And on his website, this particular door, he had a drawing of it. And so I bought that drawing for my wife for Christmas a few years ago. And it hangs in our house now. So we get to see this door pretty much every day.
Second time, I'm definitely taking in some details that I didn't see the first time. Right here in sort of this longer area of garden, there's separation, and in this instance I'm noticing that there's rocks in a circle to kind of create its own little space, and then a walkway that comes through it. And I just think it's really fun to think about using rocks and other materials like that. That's the thing about this garden. I think you could visit here so many times and just continue to notice the beautiful details. I noticed that there's upright stones at the base of a hedgerow, and I thought it was really neat to give it sort of a grounding and an architectural strength, that you're not just relying on the hedge, but it's the finishing touches like that I think is so intriguing about this garden, that definitely makes it, I would say if I had to list a top garden, this is my favorite garden. It is small, and it is one particular style essentially, but unlike Chicago, which is huge and has a whole bunch of different things and lots of money. But I love the artistry, I love the detail. I love it. For those that have been watching our videos for a while, you may recognize these stones
from the very beginning of our clip. It's part of our introduction. In fact, we've got a few introductory shots that we use in our Garden Steal Away introduction from this garden. We probably don't need to keep saying it, but it is one of our favorites. On our last visit, this waterfall is dry, so it's really nice to now see it with the water flowing down. Look how absolutely vibrant this Japanese maple is.
When I knew that we were going to be coming down to visit friends in San Antone, I knew that this is a place I wanted to come again. I've been here once, and I would love to come here as often as I can and see it at all different types of year. We've apparently just missed the tulips, but there are a lot of really beautiful things right now, and it's so fun to see it in the spring. A little chilly, but it's a good reason to get chilly to walk around a beautiful garden and be inspired.
Such a beautiful garden. We'd recommend you come come check it out when you get a chance.
And bonus, we didn't even realize there is another garden in town, and we're really looking forward to that too.
Well, it's 15 miles out of town. It is called Kew Gardens, and that will be the next garden that we post.